All right, let's talk for just a couple minutes about things to leave off your resume. All right, so first of all, forget about political and religious affiliations. Let's just keep that off. That's not a good idea. You never know, who's on the other side of this, and they may not appreciate it. A lot of times people will put things down there that relate to maybe hobbies and sports that they're into. In some cases, it's okay to do that. If you are an avid golfer and you're going to get a job, trying to get a job at Cobra Golf right up in Carlsbad here, be a good idea to put that in there. Myself, I'm an avid guitar player. Taylor Guitars down the road. If I ever decided, hey, I'd like to see if I can get a job at Taylor Guitar, that'd be pretty cool. Well, I should write down under education, avid guitar player, something like that, and that would make sense to them. They say, hey, we want to hire somebody who understands guitars. Many years ago, I worked for REI, and I was a ski instructor. So saying I was a ski instructor got me a job initially as a ski salesperson because they want somebody who could talk skis. So that makes sense in those situations. So think about things that add to the story but don't overdo it. We want to be careful about putting too many things on there. Just don't make sense yet. So be careful about those sort of things. So we're going to leave most of those things off. You generally, for most of the time, you're going to leave your picture off of there. It's fine to leave your full address off there. And this gets into one other thing. There's a difference between your resume and an application. An application is a legal document. You're going to put your full address on there. You're going to put all the details of your jobs on there, and if anything's incorrect on there, that's grounds for letting you go. All right, a resume is not. A resume is a marketing tool that's saying here's the highlights of the jobs that I did and what I've performed and my success stories that I've had. So there might be some missing information on there because you're highlighting the most important things relating to the job. Now, when you get into LinkedIn, you might have more information on there. If you ever look at my LinkedIn profile, it's going to have lots of these training webinars that I've done, that you can watch. And so those are things that if somebody wanted to hire me as a trainer, they can see, oh, he's done presentations on all kinds of stuff, and so that makes sense. And they can go on there and see that, but it's not going to be, directly on there. Once in a while, there might be a link to your website if you're a creative. So creative designer, website developer, those sort of creative jobs, that'd be an additional thing you would have on your resume that most people would not have. So again, there are some certain types of jobs where you might add something or not, and you might get a little more creative. If you have an actress, model, those people also will have portfolios. And you would do this as a designer as well. You'd bring, let's say, an interior designer, decorator. You'd bring your portfolio in. That'd be a hard book that you would have, and you should have that online as well for them to look up and say, oh, I like this person's style. This might be a good fit for a photographer. I'm a professional photographer too, so that's some of my stuff up there. So, they should be able to look up your stuff if they're going to hire you for that type of thing. So anything creative, you need some sort of link to put in there. But if you're an account manager and you happen to be a photographer, that doesn't add to the story for getting your job. So that should be left out in that case. Okay, so I hope this gives you some ideas about how these things work. Now it's time to basically let's put all the components together and get your perfect resume together. Remember, done is better than perfect. So let's get after that. All right, great.